how's everybody doing? Well, what we got here is a milk fever cow. She ain't gonna be able to get up. So what we're gonna have to do here is put a halter on her and tie her head around. And I got a couple of bottles of calcium and a bottle of dextrose we'll give her. She calved this morning. She actually calved this morning too. She had a set of twins. I've had 3 sets of twins this month. It's unreal. I don't know how it works like that. I hate twins and cows. It's good for, not good for the cows, and calves normally don't do as well. They seem to do okay, but calves are gonna get sick. It's normally the twins. So anyways, I'll get her tied up and see if I can find a vein in her. I'd like to say I'm a pro, but I'm far from it. I guess that's a good thing. That means I don't do it very often, I guess. Something like that. Alright, got my headlamp on here. So basically what I'm gonna do is veins in here. I'll plug one side with my fingers and then rub that vein, try to get it to blow up, and yeah, hopefully stick it first try with a needle. And we got this little cheapy IV stand off of Amazon a while ago. I don't know why we didn't buy one years ago, especially you're by yourself. It's nice to hang a bottle up there. You can get other stuff ready while that's going. You don't got to sit there and hold the bottle and whatnot, as long as everybody cooperates. All right. I didn't really want to show getting that needle in there. I didn't get it the first try either. I'd do it a second time. Seems like sometimes when them cows get real bad milk fever, them veins are just really hard to find, at least for me. I know vets and stuff, they'll come in there and close their eyes and stick it first try, but oh, usually don't have trouble with milk fever. Maybe 1 or 2 a year, but I don't know, this year, oh, we got to change our dry cow diet just a little bit or something. Granted, she's an older cow. They're more prone to it when they're older. But, yeah, I didn't want to show any blood or nothing. I don't want to get banned from. I don't know how that stuff works, but yeah, you can see that's bubbling up in there. So, and I'll put 2 bottles of this calcium in her and a bottle of dextrose for good measure. And yeah, I won't milk her tonight. Then I'll bring her in the morning and milk her, and then probably give her some Bovacal. It's calcium pills, basically. I should have gave them to her this morning, but I kind of slipped my mind between dealing with her calves and her calf, and slipped my mind, let her out, and she looked good, and didn't think too much about it. And you know, that's what you get. She should be fine though. We'll get this stuff into her, and she'll probably be up in 20 minutes or so. We're moving right along. We're getting down about 1/4 of a bottle left, and a lot of times when they're feeling better, or that calcium's kicking in, they'll start shaking a little bit. She's shaking a little. Sometimes they'll really get to shaking though. She ain't doing it just too bad. Yeah, we're getting there. She's been very cooperative. She's kind of hanging out, and it's like she's half asleep basically. A lot of times they'll get, by the time you get on the second bottle, they get feeling a little better. They start fighting you. So you got to have their head tied over pretty good. anybody don't know, milk fever is just a calcium deficiency, basically. Sometimes I assume people know stuff. Sometimes I'm not real good at explaining. Alright, we'll finished up and we'll just give her some time. I don't remember if I mentioned anything before or not. Sometimes if I can't get that vein in their neck, I'll get the milk vein underneath them. That's a great big one. You can't miss that. It's the only downside is it's down there and their legs are there, and a lot of times they'll get their legs going and knock the needle out and stuff. So I try to do the neck when I can, but yeah, sometimes you just gotta go for the milk vein. So yeah, I hope she perks up here in a little bit and go from there. Get cows in and get rolling on nighttime chores. Alright, well, it's the next morning. There's the milk fever cow. She got up, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes after I treated her last night. But yeah, another new calf this morning. They just keep falling out of the woodwork. Alright, well, it's January 29th and 44 degrees at the moment. I think they're talking 50 for tomorrow. But yeah, we're just getting out of our week-long nasty cold snap. So I got some pretty big piles of frozen shit out in the pit we're gonna get cleaned out. So I'll just use my two smaller spreaders for that, because I really don't want to put that frozen stuff through my big spreader and rip my augers all to hell and all that good stuff. So got to beat up on a spreader, might as well be a cheap one. End of the second day and got her done. So yeah, we just got a little bit in the barnyard and a little pit for the barn cleaner to take out. They got a chance of rain for tonight, actually. It's supposed to get down to it got up to 55 today. It's kind of nuts. But yeah, we kind of worked out, get that frozen stuff at least so you could break it up some. It was still froze plenty hard, especially in the stacked airways. But so yeah, good job done, I guess. Well, it's really something the end of January, and normally I gotta scrape like hell to try to get everything cleaned off before it freezes. And yeah, that definitely ain't the case, but hey, see, we're getting some pretty nasty cracks in the ground. So on the bright side, start spreading liquid, it ought to just incorporate itself, I guess. I don't know, I'm sure February probably is. We're gonna get hit with snow one of these days. Can't avoid it all winter, I don't think. Alright, well, another day here. Got me a flat tire from the TMR and a flat tire from the 40XT. Stupid tires. So yeah, I'm gonna use this bad boy. Messed around with it once. Normally I had a slide hammer for breaking beads, but that one finally gave up the ghost. I had welded a few times, and yeah, it's shot. I had that for years though, so this was kind of interested in it, so it didn't cost much, so we figured we'd give her a try. They say you're not supposed to use an impact on them, but yeah, we'll turn the power down on it and should be alright. We hope. There's a little roll pin in here. I think you break the roll pin and be a little too aggressive with it. But, you know, they say to put a breaker bar on it. Well, I don't know. You can torque the hell out of these things with a breaker bar and do the same thing. So it's just all about how you use it. I'm going to take a hammer and kind of get the feet of it underneath the rim here. We'll set this. We just turn this nut and then I'll push a foot down. I'm supposed to take the bead off. Have that tire changer in my garage, an old Coates with a 40/40 center post tire changer, but I don't know, it just these big, this is a big 14 ply tire and it just won't budge these things. And the same with the skid loader tires, you just you spend more time fighting trying to get that tire changer to work. It's just easier to grease them up good with some soap and use the tire spoons. The tire changer works okay on regular implement wagon tires or car tires, whatnot, but just doesn't work well on these big things. So anyways, we'll put a little bucket of greasy soap there, lube up the bead and see if we can get her off of there. Alright, well, I have patched my inner tube. I got the inner tube in there already. Got this little cable hooked up to the valve stem so I can kind of get that out of the way. I'll try to keep that inner tube down, or else you'll get going to those tire spoons and you pinch that inner tube and then you put it all back on, you blow it up so you got a hole in it again, and that puts you in a bad mood. So I'll plop this one back on and keep after it. got her blown up. Normally I blow these up, I'll blow them up enough that the bead seats, and then I'll let the air back out in hopes that it'll take any wrinkles out of the tube if there's any in there. So yeah, should be in good shape on this one. We'll get that skid loader tire fixed and call her good. Anyways, we'll probably call this one good enough. So yeah, I don't know what we'll hard to say what we'll get into next. So I guess till then, thanks for watching. We'll catch everybody later.